Some poor trail's missing its footbridge. Look at that, it's still on its concrete pillar. Oh, this doesn't bode well for me. Hopefully it's a trail that I'm not going to be on. 3 nights in the Smokies. Ooh. And I already got to see some elk. I camped at the Cataloochee campground last night. I could hear them going through in the middle of the night. So this is the Rough Fork Trail. I'm going to take it up to around Balsam Mountain. But my main goal is the Cataloochee Divide trail. It's supposed to be spectacular views. I'm not sure if it's going to work out this time because it's supposed to rain by the time I hit that trail. We'll see though. I've seen some storm damage already from Hurricane Helene. Of course, Caldwell Fork Trail has been closed for a long time. I don't know if they're ever going to open some of these trails. Yeah, this is beautiful. I think there used to be a bridge here. If there was, it's long gone. This bridge, I don't think I'm going to try it. The flat part you walk on the side. That's what's left of the trail. Completely gouged out. Wow. I think this trail used to be an old roadbed. You can see by the culverts. Now it's just turned into a creek. I could stay in here when it storms. Must have been amazing to live here. This looks treacherous. I just heard bear cubs moaning in a tree back there. Oh, man. I guess if I slide down, I slide down. The thought of an angry brother bear spurred me on. Actually, it wasn't quite as bad as it looked. Here's another one. All right, it's not too bad. Bare bushes. Okay. I've been blowing my whistle, so I hope they hear me coming. Oh no, bear poop. Oh crap. Hey, bear! Woohoo! That ought to scare him. I'm hoping maybe it's just really soft elk poop. There's a lot of elk tracks taking this trail. That calms my nerves just a little bit. I had to come down here and get some water. There's no water up there at all. Dry, parched land. Checking out the Flat Creek Trail since I got a little extra time. Got a morning visitor. I heard a noise in the middle of the night and I looked up, turned my flashlight on, and that was a deer. Thank goodness. Cataloochee Divide. I have a feeling I'm not going to see very much. Fun, fun, fun. Be a fun day at 5,000 feet. I'm not going to complain though. It's been so dry. It's gotta love the rain. Okay. I think the trail's pretty in the rain anyway. It's not too cold, just about, somewhere 40, 48, 50. Elk tracks. I see all kinds of tracks, but I haven't seen any elk on the trail yet. Look at that view. Woo! Oh well. I better go back into the park before I get in trouble. It's a very rare and elusive pink lady slipper. How cool is that? Wow. Nice. Ooh, another one. I almost stepped on it. So I was just sitting here drinking my coffee, and I got another morning visitor. You'll never guess what it is. Can you see it? It's perched right on that log, right by my shelter. Let's get a closer look. Oh man, it's a green-capped mallard. Oh wow. The rain must have really brought it out. Wow, they're most commonly found in Northern Ireland. Although their migratory route has, in recent years, been taking them to certain areas of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is amazing. This one's a female, you can tell by the green patch on its chest. Better camouflage for when it's on its nest. Wow. She really seems to be hanging around my shelter. I guess it's taking a shower. So cool. I didn't even have to leave my hammock to see a rare wild duck this morning. First mushroom of the spring. Ooh. This is the Pretty Hollow Trail. Looks pretty torn up to me. Wow. This is campsite 39 on the Pretty Hollow Trail. It's one of my favorite. Oh look, someone's already set up my hammock and tarp. How cool is that? This is also, I camped here last year and there was an incident. I'll talk about that later. I haven't seen any bears on the trip yet. Knock on wood. Just kind of unusual. Got my head on a swivel though. Even gotta look up sometimes. I think the rain is finally over now. Rained all night last night, most of this morning. But it wasn't all bad. I got to try out my waterproof socks. They actually keep my feet sort of dry. a lot drier than if I didn't have them on, because you get like condensation, I think, in there. But it still kind of feels, you can feel the coolness of the water. And when you go through wet weeds and grass, you can still feel that squishiness, but at least your feet aren't like soaked. So I'm gonna say that's a win-win. Amazon. I don't know what brand these are here. Also, I might add, for someone with my rock hopping capabilities, or the lack thereof, these are a must-have. I remember the first time I went camping in the Smoky Mountains. I had to do like a 7-night trip because I wanted to finish the Benton MacKaye, and about 100 miles of it goes through the Smoky. So I thought I was prepared for bears. I mean, I thought I had everything I needed. Boy, was I wrong. I was prepared for bears last night. Super bright spotlight. Of course, bear spray. Neck knife. Last but not least, air horn. Yeah, I thought I was really prepared for bears that time. I thought I had everything. Boy, was I wrong. Missing one very important tool in the bear defense arsenal. And no, it's not a gun. It's the lowly and humble black garbage bag. And believe you me, I've had to use this more than once. Well, I got the tarp on my hammock successfully without being eaten alive. I forget what I was doing now. It was all blur. And I was facing this way, and I turned around, and there's a little pig. He almost ran into me, and he ran through the woods that way. And then I hear this rustling over here, and out of the woods comes a black bear. That tree right there, that's how far away he was. And he stops and looks at me. So I grab my trash bag and just kind of shake a little bit and say, "Get out of here." And he stares at me for a while like he's trying to figure out whether he wants pig for dinner or me for dinner. And then he decides to move on a little bit over there. And he stops again, looks at me. So then I really shake my bag and yell, and then he takes off running. Scary times. And then the last time I camped here, I did have this, and I used it, but what I didn't have was my air horn. It might have worked as good as a garbage bag, I don't know, but I got it this time. I keep thinking I hear something over by my hammock. I gotta quit talking about bears. Head on a swivel. Scary part. I keep hearing something over by my hammock. I can't see anything. Oh, crap. What is that? I don't know if I can stay here. Not with that around. Shoot. Maybe if I use the air horn, it'll scare them away. Oh. I'm scared to look. It's like an invasion. How did they get in there? I think I scared them away. Oh my goodness. I feel so betrayed. I should have known that green-capped mallard was up to something this morning. Hanging around my shelter like that. How could I be so stupid? I thought I was just being cute and friendly. Invited all his friends over. It's just wrong. So wrong. I think they're gone now. That's the kind of birds I don't mind having near my hammock. At least they sound pretty. I'm all ready for tonight. I got my air horn, my garbage bag, pepper spray. I'll use that pepper spray on them ducks if I have to. I think I won't. Taking over my hammock. Last morning on the trail. I'm happy to report that no bears bothered me last night. Or any other undesirables. Except for that bear that punched me in the eye last night. Dare I give you a close-up? I think I'm allergic to the Smokies. This happened last year. It starts out just like a little bit itchy and then it gets puffy, especially during the night. It gets like swelled up. Last time I had a rash on my neck too. At first I thought maybe it was the moss because I had been wiping my hands on the moss like to clean them, get food sand off of them so the bears wouldn't, smell it on my food bag and the stuff I touched. Plus, it just seemed like a good way to clean your hands. It's like soft and wet and spongy. So I quit doing that, but I went on the Mountains to Sea trail, no trouble at all. It's something to do with this area. I don't know. That's a little bit disconcerting. Just can't be allergic to the Smoky Mountains. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try putting this tea bag on it when it cools down a little bit more. got just a short hike back to my car, and then I'll stay at the campground. Then I'll head home. Kind of sad. Making a new bridge. There's my car.